Hello and welcome to X&Y Gaming, casually competitive. And what I have for you today is a deck profile of one of my favorite monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! The one and only Blue Eyes White Dragon. In casual tradition, you want to run 3 of them. It just makes more sense when you actually start playing the deck. Now, while I couldn't decide on which one I liked more, I just went with one of each of my favorite versions. But definitely be sure to use any 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon you want. Moving on, we run 2 Blue Eyes Alternative Dragons. Because as much as you want to see them, there's more than one way to get them into your hand, so there's no real need to run 3. Next, we run 1 Dragon Spirit of White, for its spell trap removal and synergy with Dragon Shrine along with Dragon's Mirror. Followed by Arcbrave Dragon for its graveyard ability. Please note there is no Amorphage Goliath. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because of course you would run 1. 2 main deck guard dragons being Garmedes and Promenesis. The basic play here is you want to have Promenesis in your graveyard and Garmedes in the hand. Garmedes' effect will allow you to swap them with each other if you find Garmedes in the graveyard and Promenesis in your hand. Be that as it may, with Promenesis in your graveyard and Garmedes in your hand, just send a Blue Eyes or Spirit Dragon of White to the graveyard, either by link summoning or another card's effect, and you can special summon both of these guard dragons to the field for free. Our last big dragon is the retrained Chaos Emperor Dragon, who you really only ever want to activate in the Pendulum Zone for his minus 1000 life point cost to recycle a banished dragon to your hand. You can of course special summon him from face up in your extra deck by his own effect, by banishing the Dark and Light from your graveyard, and from there he's just another 3k body and or a link material. The second to last little dragon rerun is 1 White Stone of Legend. Its ability lets you add a vanilla Blue Eyes from your deck to your hand, and even with 3 copies of her, you still really only want 1 of these. Then, finally we run 3 White Stone of the Ancients. That's right, you're either going to use its summoning effect, or you're going to use its recursion effect. One way or another, we're getting extra value, and that's why we need 3. That's it for the monsters, so let's clear the board and get on to the spell cards. Starting with 1 for 1, for all those tuners and the 1 guard dragon. 1 Regeki for negate bait, or its intended use. 1 upstart goblin. 1 monster reborn. 1 guard dragon of the world legacy. It's basically a link monster recycler, as well as it makes it easier to pull off my guard dragon plays. But I only run 1 because it's a hard once per turn activation, and I pretty much just try my best not to mess up my guard dragon plays. 2 Dragon Shrine, great for getting Blue Eyes into your hand and or your graveyard. Twin Twisters. 2 Super Poly for a hopeful board wipe and free monster. And 2 Dragon's Mirror. These are usually dead bricks early game and are definitely what help make this deck super casual. But the joy of getting a monster off of monsters in my graveyard is just too good not to run in this day and age. You can run 1 Dragon's Mirror and 3 Twin Twisters, I guess, but I just like having 2 mirrors. Then lastly we run 3 Return of the Dragon Lords, 3 Trade-In, 3 Melody of Awakening Dragon, and 3 Called by the Grave. This is a very powerful spell card and should honestly probably be ran in every single deck. I love this card. Now with the 40 card main deck out of the way, let's move on to the extra deck. Starting with the lowest links, we run 1 Link Karibo, 1 Elpie, 1 Pisty. Link Karibo is a necessity for first turn plays, getting 1 of your eggs into the graveyard. Hopefully you're always going second, and also hopefully you can play through a negate or 2. Elpie and Pisty are pretty self-explanatory, and really only exist to start the guard dragon plays on turn 2. Next are 2 Agripane, specifically so I can get the extended combo off more than just once per duel, and or if the first one gets stopped. Then I can just try again next turn. And yes, that is assuming there will be a next turn. Let's stay positive. 2 Crystron Needle Fiber. Hey, I said casually competitive, so we're using OCG cards, okay? Okay. A Needle Fiber will get a new level 1 Tuner Dragon on board, and that is absolutely why we run 3 Ancients, because having 1 guaranteed in the deck is better than drawing or playing through both stones before the combo even gets going. 2 Triple Burst Dragon, because again, I want to be able to do these combos twice. 1 Boral Sword Dragon for raw attack, 1 Boral Load Dragon for raw theft, 1 Blue Eye Spirit Dragon for graveyard negation, 1 Azure Eye Silver Dragon for protection and special summons, 1 World Chalice Guard Dragon Almerduk as the super poly target, and lastly, 1 Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Do you even need a reason for this one? And that's it for my modern take on the classic Blue Eyes White Dragon. Are you impressed yet, Dad? Probably not. But you might be. And if you are even a little, please consider dropping a like, a comment of some sort, and hey, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Sometimes. Hug your mama. Bye-bye!